Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast. My name's Josh. Today we got more of a serious video. We've got a creator named LoveMeg who is calling out a bunch of commentary channels, trying to get us struck down, trying to get us deleted off the internet, claiming that we're bullying her. And she's got a video that YouTuber Headlines captured in time. Thank God for YouTuber Headlines for picking it up, because by the time I went to see it, they'd already deleted it, or it was mass reported or something. So shout out to YouTuber Headlines for sending me this video. I really appreciate it. But we're gonna break down that video. We're gonna break down the post in her Instagram thing that's going on right now. We're gonna see, is it deserved? Some of these commentary channels. Am I a bully? Is Shiny Clown a bully? Is all the people calling her out bullies? We'll see. Right, we're gonna look into it deep. We're gonna have an actual deep look into what I do here on this channel. And then we're gonna call out her effing hypocrisy, okay? Because I'm not having this shit. So, let's go. Look, I don't really care if, you know, you want to do what you want to do. You want to vacuum your couch on the internet for hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Sure. LoveMeg, the issue with her has always been that she exploited her kids and she stopped doing it, and she's just been a damned liar for so long. She took PPP loans out, which is, if it's not illegal, it's absolutely immoral, because there were people out there who were suffering, lost everything, and selfish bastards like this person and her husband took money they didn't need. They didn't need it, and they just took it because they could. And that's just selfish. Then she comes out with a shitty cleaner. That's garbage. And she gets all upset because people who gave her honest reviews didn't like it. I gave an honest review. Shit stinks. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know what? But what really gets me is this video, and we're going to look at it in a second here, is that she's just going to throw some shit around that's just not appropriate. So hate me, hate commentary channel, do what you got to do. But what you don't do is what she did in this video. So let's watch it together and tear it apart. Shall we? Thanks.
My mood helped calm me down a little bit, because this is getting out of hand and we all know it.
We do.
Tired of pretending to be tough. I am a person who doesn't back down, and I am the biggest go-getter ever.
Okay. So she's saying she's a person who doesn't back down. Like she's setting herself up to be like, look, I'm a tough onion, or whatever you want to call it, and I never back down, I never get sad, except she doesn't back down. And the thing is, LoveMeg, is that if you're going to be a content creator, what you got to learn is to just absolutely don't read the shit about you, or don't watch the shit about you, or don't care, or enjoy it, right? You're going to be on a platform. Every single person on this platform that has a large audience and a small audience to some degree gets called out for whatever reason. The bigger you are, the bigger your hate is. That's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. I actually like that people make videos, hate videos about me. It does not bother me. I love it. When there's not anybody doing stuff about me, I'm kind of like, what's going on? Maybe I need to say something to rile the people up. I like it. It's not for everybody, and you definitely have to have a thick skin. But you are not in that genre, is what I'm saying. Like, you got Bits of Brie out there who is literally absolutely going through a massive divorce right now, and for whatever perplexing reason, has decided she's not going to tell anybody and just ignore it. There could be a few reasons for that. Maybe she's trying to get her marriage back together, whatever the case may be, but she's ignoring that she sold her house. She's doing all these things. And the thing is that people get upset because you're the real and raw, here's my life for you that I'm selling. I'm literally selling my life story to you for lots and lots of money. And I'm selling it while I clean my toilet. You're very blessed for what you get to do. You make more money than most people make, and you don't really do anything, right? It's just, you got lucky. The shit that the money you can make on YouTube for the least amount of work is absolutely the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Now, I do make a bit of money on here, and I feel like I cannot believe I get to sit in front of a camera and I make money by talking to a camera. I don't think it's hard work. It can be a little bit, tiring. Always talking about people, yes, and you're always on like, hey, what happened? Someone said this about this, and you're just always going. But at the same time, then there's big days like this where something real happens and we get to have a real conversation, right? I don't know where I'm going with all that. It's just to say that you didn't have to be the tough guy, LoveMeg. You could have been like Brie and just ignored everything, okay? Even Micah ignored everything. until the point where she took her channel off. You engaged with the haters, which is like, don't do it. Don't engage with your haters. That just, man, it's like, it's what they said, don't feed the trolls. If you engage with haters, that's what they want. They're salivating. They're literally salivating, waiting for you to engage. And when you do, it triples the hate you're going to get. And so she says she has a thick skin, but she doesn't. She just needed to walk away from it all. And she didn't. Anyway, sorry.
I don't know anybody stronger than me to have had to put up with everything that I've put up with on this platform.
Let me stop you there. You don't know anybody stronger than you than has had snarky comments written about you in threads and videos made about you? Nobody else has had it worse than you? Okay. No. Again, she's gonna, like, no. You don't know anybody who's had it worse than you? You make, how many views? I'm gonna go to her channel. How many views has she made over her career? Let me show you this real quick. I want to show you guys something. Okay, now she's not the most prolific creator on here, but she's banked 77 million views. And with that 77 million views, 546,000 subscribers, comes lots and lots of money. I'm not saying LoveMeg has made millions on YouTube, but she has made hundreds and hundreds of thousands. It's got this mansion that she got. It got her that. Just that they just sold for a shitload of money. Smart of them. Smart of that. They bought a house when it was cheap, sold it when it was expensive, and are just doing their thing. I'm not going to hate you on that. I'm just saying she has made a lot of money vacuuming that ugly blue couch of hers. Okay? And I feel like she needed to be in the spotlight so she would cause drama to stir it up, which I think is what she's actually trying to do now, to be honest with you. So anyway, sorry. She's made money.
But this is literally my plea. Imagine me on my knees begging you to stop harassing me and stop bullying me.
Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, and I did. It did pull on my heartstrings a little bit, right? Because I'm thinking, man, she's really hurt, but I don't see any tears. And Brits of Brie did this as well, and it did have a lot of people stop, making videos about her. She did this, and maybe LoveMeg's trying to do this. What I think happened is she's at her wit's end because she lost a sponsorship. People have been calling her out for certain things she's done, using teeth whitening filters for the teeth whitening companies that she works with. It sounds to me like this last straw for her was this final sponsorship she got. She probably lost it, right? She did a live the other day where she gave her kid fake tequila. And again, I just feel like it's about money here. It's really not about bullying. It's not about anything. It's just that the final straw, the final nail in her coffin was probably a sponsorship that she had coming, and they canceled it after the first one. That's what I'm saying. It happens. Sponsorships don't want to work with people who make them look better or faking what they're doing.
Because it has affected my mental health more than you know. It has made me have suicidal thoughts. At some points, it has caused me to have severe panic attacks to the point where I've been in the hospital and you guys know nothing about it.
Now, is this true? Probably, right? This platform is and I think if you asked anybody who's been successful on this platform, is a damn blessing and probably one of the biggest curses of your life. Like, to have constant comments made about you, video lies made up, all that kind of stuff, it does kind of get to you a little bit at the same time, unless they're ridiculous lies, which half of them are. People just make shit up because they're bored, right? I get that. But if you don't have a thick skin like she's claiming to have a thick skin, then that's when the anxiety will happen to you, right? If you are constantly worried about the negative comment, look, you can get 1,000 positive comments, and then that one person said something that just hit you for some reason. And that's the thing that's going to stick with you. Negative shit always has lasting ramifications inside of your soul. It bounces in your head. It hurts, right? When you know who you are, right? And then someone's doesn't think of that, I guess, or whatever the case, what she's thinking, right? But what I'm pissed about here is that she just said she's using the S word, right? And she's weaponizing the S word. It's not to say, look, I've struggled with mental health, and these things have just have compounded that, and it's really, I'm suffering because of it. No. She used the S word on purpose because she wants it to hit hard. Okay? But there are no tears here. Don't let that get by you.
And I have tried and tried and tried to put up a strong and tough front.
There, stop. I know I'm stopping a lot. Exactly. It's a front. She just said not a minute ago, I'm the strongest person I know. I have a super thick skin, but I've tried to put up a front. And that's what it's been the whole time, LoveMeg. It's been a front. It's been a fake. You aren't who you say you are. And then when you come out, and we're going to show you in a minute, the type of video she does to feed the haters and the trolls, it's like, really? You didn't expect this? Again, I don't think it has anything to do with bullying. I think that she lost a sponsorship, is what I think.
And I'm over it. I'm not anymore, and I can't do this anymore, and I will have to leave YouTube for my mental health. If this continues, I will have to choose myself.
Well, that's a given. I mean, I've had anxiety and panic attacks and everything else, and if YouTube was giving me anxiety and panic attacks, I would be gone like that. Do you know why? Because panic attacks and anxiety is the worst thing that has ever happened to my life. Well, kidney stones, then panic attacks and anxiety. I would rather live in a box under a bridge in my underwear than live with the anxiety and panic attacks that I lived with for about 10 years of my life. It was the worst time of my life. If YouTube was causing that for me, I would be gone in a heartbeat. It is not worth it. And that, again, unfortunately, is the answer here, LoveMeg. If you can't stand the heat, you got to get out of the kitchen. And I'm not even saying that you deserve to get hate because you're on these platforms, right? Because there are a lot of great creators that don't have any haters, who don't cause controversy, who don't have like opinions like myself, and they're just people doing good stuff. There are lots on this platform to do it, but you're always gonna have a hater to a degree, right? Like look at the biggest YouTuber in the world, PewDiePie, just got like eviscerated on Twitter by the Twitter mob for making fun of a girl's nails, which I do all the time because I think those nails are ugly, just long, and they're like, oh, he's ableist now because she was deaf, and had nothing to do with her being deaf, right? People are going to find whatever they can find about you, and if you feed them, they're going to continue. And if you bait them, man, you don't come after the snark threads. Like, it's one thing I will never do, right? I don't go on them because it's really hard to navigate for one, but damn, there's so many pages, I don't have time. But I know for a fact, you don't come after these people. They are literally full-time job is to snark on people and to like tear your shit to shreds. That is it. And so they enjoy their world over there. And if you just don't put your mind into that world, you'll never even know it exists. Right? I don't know where it's going with all that.
So everyone who makes hate videos and videos harassing and bullying me and trying to slander my name for no reason, please.
I want you to remember she just said slander my name for no reason.
Think about me and my kids and how social media is my job and this is how I provide for my kids. If you cannot think about me, please think about them and how this is how I provide.
It's hard for me to feel sorry for her, although I do to a degree, right? She's saying this is how I provide, and the reality is this is how she provides for her family. Now, it's not, and she almost went there, but she didn't. It's not dire straits, whereas if YouTube stopped, they would be living, in a shoebox down by the river. It's not what's going to happen. Justin is a trained firefighter. That guy can work anywhere in the US and Canada as a firefighter. If Justin moved up here to be a firefighter, do you know what firefighters make? Like, yeah, I'm saying lots. If you're good and you've been there, you're talking over $100,000 a year. That's how much firefighters make here. She could do something, right? She could help run social media for a business. She knows how algorithms work. She's going to land on her feet. She knows what she's doing. She had a successful YouTube channel. She can leverage that. She can probably leverage her audience and some people who still love her to say, look, I'm looking for something. She's going to be fine, right? But she took it look, guys, if you stop this, my kids will starve. And that's just not okay, because any parent worth their salt who doesn't exploit their children, okay? You don't need to do that. You will find a way to feed your kids, right? YouTube is not everything. If YouTube if she actually was successful and mobilized her fans to shut down all those commentary channels, and I got canceled today on YouTube, I'm not going to cry about it. I'll be pissed. Of course I will, because I've lost that stream of revenue, but it's not how I make my money. And it's never going to be. Guys, I'm always going to have other irons in the fire, because this will not last. And these people assumed it would. I'm not dumb. They are.
And that I just People have committed suicide for less than
Don't do this.
than what I have dealt with.
You don't get to use other people's ending of their lives, okay, to compare to what you're going through. Getting gossiped about by people. Okay, you don't get to compare other people who commit suicide for less than this. For less than what? For being, she says she's being bullied, right? Well, and maybe that's the case. Okay, though she considers it bullying, so that's her truth. Let's be real, okay? She thinks it's bullying. Maybe it's bullying, right? But again, I'm going to show you a video right after this. So I'm just building, I know I'm building this up. I know I'm stopping a lot, but these thoughts are all coming to my mind because I think we're coming to a crossroads of commentary and what we do. And this is an honest conversation about negative and positive things that we do on these channels by calling these types of people out, okay?
I have dealt with a shitload, and y'all know it. And I'm over it, and that's why I've created my website, because I just don't know how much I can do YouTube anymore. And until YouTube starts taking bullies and people who slander people's names and businesses seriously.
Remember that.
And understand that people have committed suicide because of this.
It is so disgusting that she's saying this, and this is the third time she's alluded to this. Now, that is not okay. You don't get to say that because it's honestly, I know people are going to maybe get mad for me saying this. It's not that deep, LoveMeg. You get called out for being an asshole because you're kind of an asshole and you're fake. Sorry. It's not that deep. You've been accused of certain things. I've been, okay, and again, I'm not trying to sadfish or anything. I'm just saying she's trying to sadfish, but let's be real. Okay. I've been accused of R-ing somebody in Alaska and in New York. I've murdered somebody apparently. I've given people CP on phones apparently. I'm probably a cartel, boss at some point. I've probably done everything. People are like, Josh is the worst thing in the world. I don't even have a speeding ticket. And that's a problem for these types of people because I don't. I'm literally a vanilla dude. And that sucks for them. But I've been accused thousands of times and have had death threats and everything else. I just let it roll off because I don't care. There have been some commenters though, right, that have gone a little bit too far. And there is one that's out there has just gone too far who posted this, and I can't get over this. Okay? They're trying to dox my family inside of this private DCP hate thread. And this person here, okay? I will stop at nothing to find out who you are. And I will call you out. Okay? There are certain times where, yeah, it gets a little bit too real world. But I don't think LoveMeg is... I don't think it's as deep as that. I really don't. I think she's just got some hate from people that are harmless. And maybe post it then, LoveMeg. Why don't you post some shit that you've gotten? And maybe we'll feel sorry for you.
Until they see enough uproar out of YouTubers saying this is not okay anymore, they're not going to take it seriously. Just like they did with the pedophiles. They didn't actually care until there was an uproar.
Excuse me? You mean the Plutos that you fed with putting your kids on the internet? You're just as much to blame for putting your stuff out there like everybody else. They took the comments down and then they put them back. And yeah, they didn't do anything about it. But they should, and they absolutely did. But we're not sitting here. Is she really comparing commentary channels to Plutos? Get out of your head, dumbass.
And it's like, it's time for influencers to start speaking out about how this shit really hurts. About how it has made you have suicidal thoughts if it has.
That's 4.
It's made you have panic attacks. It's not okay. There is nothing about this that is okay.
Ignore it. What here? I'm just put the scenario in your head for a second, guys. LoveMeg, what happens if you just ignore it? Tell your fans. I've told my fans, don't send me shiny clowns and other people who make videos about me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't even have time to watch my own shit. I wish I had time to watch them and laugh at it. I don't. Just tell your fans, don't send me stuff. Maybe just don't read your DMs, because who gives a shit? Just create your content, like a comment here and there. What happens if you don't engage, read, or even know it exists? You would live a way better life.
And YouTube says we don't put up with harassment and bullying, but I've literally had people come out and say I committed a felony when I haven't.
I think she's talking about the PPP loan here. And if it's proven that she did take it fraudulently, that is a felony. And I honestly don't believe that any of the PPP loan families who did take the money did it illegally, because the government was so stupid to just give it out to people. But if it's proven that they did take it and they didn't need it, that is a felony. And I hope I just don't think they have the capacity to investigate all of it. But if they were investigated, it would be interesting. Now, it's an alleged felony that you took money you didn't need. We all know you didn't need the money because you still worked. You didn't hire anybody. And then they made the excuse that they hired the translators or whatever, or there was someone else, I don't know who it was, or the cleaners or the whatever, the teachers. But you were not allowed to use PPP loan money for those things. So they lied there too. So they just took free effing money. And if it's the case that we all think it is, then yeah, it is kind of a felony, allegedly.
And I've showed receipts on how everything I've done is completely legal.
She has shown receipts on how her PPP loan is legal? Again, she just, maybe she posted that her money manager said that, yeah, it's legal. Again, you needed to... It's crazy because they made it so wide. They wanted to give everybody money. Biden wanted to literally shell out money. This is like the Democratic government. To some degree, it's awesome. To some degree, it's not. They just want to give money away. Like, they don't want anybody ever want for anything. And I get that, right? They want to give everybody money. And they did that. But at the same time, then they turned around and said, oh, well, some people shouldn't have taken it because you shouldn't have taken it. It was for other people. The issue is that these rich assholes got ahead of everybody because they have people working for them telling them what to do. Whereas the people that were struggling in small businesses and everything else had to shut their doors because they didn't get to it fast enough because a-holes like this took it first. Again, it might not be illegal. Definitely immoral.
And they don't care. YouTube does not care, and I can't be a part of it.
Actually, YouTube does care because they did take one of my videos down about PPP loans. And I can't find it. They literally deleted the shit out of it. It's gone forever, and it had her in it. And then the other one I did of her is demonetized. So they do. She does complain, and YouTube does listen. But I wasn't saying lies.
Platform that doesn't care, and I can't be a part of a platform that continues to hurt me like this. So I'm going to put this video out there to beg you guys and to beg YouTube, to beg the people who make videos about me to please stop. I'm shaking right now. I am being very vulnerable and showing this. This happens to me on a regular basis, and I never show it. Put on a brave front.
You never show it. Well, we're going to show you one you did do.
Keep doing the work, because I want to inspire people and I want to motivate people. But also, this is not okay.
Okay, well, here it is, LoveMeg. Just inspire people. I mean, I'm sure there are people who do like you. And ignore everybody else. Just ignore people. She's sad fishing. She wants to get a reaction. Okay? So now I want to quickly go through. Now, this was 1 year ago, almost to the day, where she did the same thing. Her husband came out with political jokes because they're ultra-Republican, which is fine. And some of them were sort of funny because they make fun of Fauci, who's a douche. But she had to come out and say, oh, yeah, they're trying to show their true colors. Just pick a damn side then and just go for it. If you guys want to be completely red, go completely red. There's a massive audience who wants that content. You can't sit in the middle politically. I tried. It doesn't exist. I tried. I thought I was a libertarian. I consider myself center, but it doesn't matter. I'm a Nazi, apparently. So you can't do it. But I get what they were trying to do. But then this again, then there was all this hate and everything else, and then they made videos like this.
Notifications here, and so many people are writing in with love and support, and I truly appreciate you guys.
That's what sad fishing gets you. So what she's doing here, and she's just probably being flooded right now with all her fans saying, I love you, your content is amazing. That's what she's looking for, everybody. She needs that dopamine hit of people who love her because that's what she lives for.
I'm going to go through and try to respond to the messages in a little while, but like every message that's coming in is like so long, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I really want to take my time and like respond to the people who took the time out of their day to encourage me. So many people are like, it's about time you told the haters how it really is.
Didn't she just say in the video she doesn't talk about it ever? But yeah, I don't want to play it. This video is getting too long, but she basically just they just hated against their haters. They did it. And they've done it multiple times. And I'm trying to tell you, just don't.
Even though I know we're going to be canceled again. I've been canceled so many times. But I'm not canceled because I still continue making videos. So you can try to cancel me,
ooh,
but you won't.
it's aged like milk. Then she's like, ah, I've been canceled in the other video. She's just so cocky. And, you know, to some people, they like that. But to her haters, to the people that don't like her, who really want to see her fall, that was what they took as a dare. Just don't do that shit, man. And then she said this.
I just think another thing that's really funny is that one person who is trying to cancel me and a lot of...
And let me be real, I wasn't trying to cancel anybody. Stop saying that. I don't want anybody canceled. I just want you to stop exploiting your kids.
Other mom vloggers out there apparently has pedophile charges against him.
Remember, she said that.
You guys remember what I said earlier? The villains are trying to get sympathy and act like the good people are the villains when really they are the villains. And
she's so damn sure of herself.
Just out here trying to live my life, hopefully motivate you guys when it comes to cleaning.
F off. And that's why I don't give a shit what she just said. That's why she doesn't get my sympathy. I don't care. She's so damn cocky. She took a literal Nazi, fetish, racist porn star who said some shit in a vlog and then dropped that on her Instagram stories and said the word charges. By the way, everybody, just so you know, it's a year later. Interesting. If I had P charges against me, don't you think I'd be in jail by now? You think? You don't get to do that. And then Sadfish a year later being like, they're attacking me with unfounded felonies. You did the exact same thing to me. And that's the only reason I kept coming after her. For that thing she did right there. I probably would have left her alone because she really doesn't use her kids much, except now she's putting her kids back into it, right? I probably wouldn't have cared, but that's what she did to me, right? And yeah, I made a live about it because I was upset because Shannon Rose did the same thing. This was that big giant blow up thing, right? The fact that she did that tells you everything you need to know about what she just did in her big sad fishing attempt. I just showed you her doing the most egregious thing you could do to somebody else. Accusing them of being a pedophile, okay, and saying that there are charges and laughing about it and saying, see, the ones who come out, they're the evil ones, right? And it was totally, obviously, completely untrue. You don't just get to throw that shit around. And I have, now it's 1 year left, to sue her and Shannon Rose. My lawyer said you have 2 years, right? It's going to be really hard to prove, whatever the case may be, but you can't just say that shit. And I want you guys to see it. She said it. And then just in her video was angry at people saying basically way less than what she just said to me there. Accusing you of taking inappropriate PPP loans, which is true. Might not be felony, but it's inappropriate. Right? Accusing you of shitty cleaner. It's true. Accusing you of ripping off your fans and everything else and with your stupid LoveMeg.video shit. And not only that, you just went on and became a huge ass damn hypocrite for saying those things when we have proof of you doing the thing. When we have proof of you calling me what you just called me. You do not have a leg to stand on. And then using the S word, I think 5 times and alluding to it in a video where you're trying to say, like, if you guys keep making videos about me, I will do this thing. You don't get to put that on people. Okay, unless they are truly coming after you for, like, craziness, then whatever. But if LoveMeg decides to use that word and say all those things, I'm not going to feel guilty. Because if I would have called her that, you damn well know I would have been shut down on this platform. I would have been called out by every single person on earth. But because it's a woman calling a dude that, it's okay, no worries. I asked YouTube. They said they're not going to do anything about it. Fine. So I called a lawyer. That's basically all you have to do. If LoveMeg, you're so sure that these people are lying and making all these craziness about you, then hire a lawyer. She's in her stories, you'll see in a second here, she says, I tried, it's going to be 6 figures. So spend 6 figures. Do it. It's too late because there's so much proof of you being the same type of person that you're calling us out for being. You are just as bad or worse because you come across as someone who's flowery and lovely and eyeshadow and shit. I'm here straight up with my flannel, saying it how it is every day. I might not always be right. Yes, I can be mean. Absolutely. But I'm calling it out and I'm not faking who I am. That's what makes you a wolf in sheep's clothing. You sit there in your little makeup and your filters and saying, he's totally get charges for a pedophile. I knew it, right? You don't get to do it. So Anyway, I'm going to show you the rest. All right. So here is some more of the thread real quick. I just want to go through real quick. So I'm not letting her get away with this shit. I'm furious. The thing I'm the most furious about is not even her calling me a P or whatever the case, is that she is literally saying other people have unalived themselves for less. Like, you're just comparing it. Like, you're so much stronger because you're in snark threads. You disgusting piece of shit. So she put the thing out and then people were sending her things. I really needed to hear this. So I know you're getting flooded with messages today, but I couldn't not say something. Let Meg know I'm so appreciative of her. I have a job today because of her. Many of us. Who's this? It's probably one of those other frickin' snaggletooth frickin' trailer park ladies. As a mommy channel, I want to share LoveMeg newest video. Gossip channels and slander channels have no right to cyberbully anyone on any platform. Don't get to use that term. Because if you're going to call us cyberbullies, then you got to call her a cyberbully for what she did. Because what she did, in my opinion, is way more egregious than what we're doing. Yeah, I make fun of her eyelashes and her frickin' non-blended blush and vacuuming her shit. It's a roast. Relax. I'm not lying about her. I'm just tearing her shit to shreds because she's a douchebag. Right? But she absolutely lied about me in one of the most devastating ways you could lie about someone. That could ruin someone's life. I have kids. I have adopted kids. You could ruin someone's fucking life for saying that. YouTube should not allow this type of content, especially when it affects so many people and mental health on a daily basis. People are spreading negativity into the world, bringing others down. It should not be tolerated whatsoever. So basically, no free speech. Okay, cool. Before I started my channel, watching YouTube moms help me in mental health. Did it? Well, that's silly for you, you dumbass. Hugs to LoveMeg. So courageous. You're so courageous, Rosie Link. Yeah, whatever. Then this is what she wrote. We're reaching out because members of the YouTube community, including fellow creators, viewers, or staff, have expressed concern for your safety or well-being after coming across content you posted with topics related to suicide or self-harm. Oh, I think she got mass reported. Now, you're going to see in a second, Justin came out and said, oh, we took it down because, they got mass reported. That's what happened. So, if you know something, so YouTube said, please don't, and then she wrote with smiley emojis. We're talking about S here. We're talking about unaliving. This is a pretty serious topic, and she's got smiley emojis. YouTube, you care, but I can't reply to this email. And I've also spoken to you several times about these channels affecting my mental health, and you don't do anything about it. Bullshit. You don't care. If you do, prove it. Take these channels down. Okay. And if they take us down, LoveMeg, you get to come down too, because you did that. And again, probably just by that one little effing thing that you did, way worse than anything I've ever done here.
Apparently has pedophile charges against him.
Okay, I just make fun of your fire alarm. But you don't, man, if I made allegations like you made, I would be canceled instantly. Then she calls out, guys, this lady created an entire channel centered around bullying LoveMeg09 and her kids. Go watch Meg's video and report this lady. We can't allow cyberbullying. She's talking about Shiny Clown Radiant Brit there. Radiant Brit doesn't just do videos about LoveMeg. She does lots about me too. I wish I could spend time watching them, but I don't want to die of boredom. So I hate to take Radiant Brit's side on this one, but Radiant Brit does maybe, I don't know, just as many videos as everybody else does about LoveMeg. So start slapping some defamation suits against these little people. Too many people act like idiots behind a phone. What? Behind a phone? How old is this lady? All right, Joyce, time to get to bingo now. We don't have freaking dial phones anymore. Dial. Hello? Hi, LoveMeg's an idiot. Come on. Already talked to lawyers many times over the past few years. They all say it would be a 6-figure lawsuit. Our best option is to get YouTube to start abiding by their own rules where they say they don't allow bullying. Again, LoveMeg, are you sure you want to go there? Considering what I've just showed you.
Apparently has pedophile charges against him.
Are you sure? Okay. I'm asking. I feel safe on LoveMeg.video. I don't on YouTube. Okay. I don't know when people will be next time. I don't know when it will be the next time I post. I don't care about you posting on YouTube. The answer should never be you just need thicker skin. I've done this job for about a decade, and I've even taken meds to try to make me not feel as much, to help me have thicker skin. At some point, you have to realize this is as thick as my skin will get. Again, she just said it in a video. She's the strongest person she knows. The real answer is people need to finally start understanding the words are hurting people, and it's not okay to be, words like this? Are those the words you mean? Or are they just my words to you? So are you saying it's okay for you to say crazy shit like that, the slander that you did against me, or just that I made fun of you for messing up muffin mix? Totally the same thing. Oh, here it is. Please do not watch him and just and pay them. Instead, just report them. People like this have affected my mental health. So she's calling me out specifically, finally. She's never addressed me except for that one video where she called me a pedo. So there you go.
Just wanted to pop on really quick and let you guys know that we are going to be taking down the video that Megan posted earlier today. In that video, she said that in the past, she has had suicidal.
They're like, I have to make sure you know that it was in the past. Look, we get it, dude. You guys were mass reported.
Thoughts. But not today, not now. However, even in this case, even with this series of a video, people still twist your words and hear what they want to hear. So people have...
No, none of us wanted to hear any of that shit. So, sorry. What we don't want you to hear is like, other people have suicided for way less than this. You don't get to do that. You don't get to say that shit, man. That's so egregious.
Called 911. They have had police and EMS and fire sent to the house here, which obviously doesn't help anything. That's...
Especially if you haven't changed your fire alarm. I'm saying, imagine the fire guys coming like, were you in the fire department? Yeah. Yeah, I was. You guys, yeah, we're good. No, are you sure? And the thing keeps going off. He's like, you should probably change your fire. Can you imagine?
Not at all is needed. And so we are going to take the video down for that reason. The message is still the same.
Mass reported.
YouTube needs to step up. They need to follow their own policies. They have policies in place for bullying.
Again, if YouTube saw what LoveMeg said about me, they would have to take her stuff down too. That's just the fact of it. Sorry. She did it. And she might not have done it to anybody else, but the fact that she did that to me, she probably hates herself for doing it. And she should, because it was a damn lie first. Second, nope, you don't get to say that about people willy-nilly. Especially coming from someone like Lips McGee over here, Shannon Rose. Are you serious? You're going to listen to that person and be like, yeah, that sounds like a credible person.
This with our other content creators, but
and then she posts my favorite and yours, Maya Knight, White Claw McGee, about what Maya Knight saying the same thing.
One of those people was picked out of there, and they had an entire page dedicated to shitting on them when 99% of it was not even close to being accurate. That person would literally off themselves. Surprised it hasn't.
Why are people using this? You don't get to say that, guys. This is a serious topic. You don't just willy-nilly throw it around that they're going to off themselves. That is stupid. Stop using this. Because you're alluding to it being you. And you're lying. You're making like $1 million on TikTok. Are you really going to be like, I'm so sad? Then get off TikTok, asshole. Stop exploiting your kids, dickweed. This is all you. You're doing this. People like me that call you out because of what you're doing. Not because you're just some normal person, some single mom with twins. It's not what we're doing. We're doing it because you don't give a shit that your kids are in danger. And we've proven it to you time and time again. Wait till you see the video I'm doing of Jenny Popich on this week. It is going to, of all the videos I've done, of all the things I've found about young influencers, you are going to shit your pants in anger at what I found. And that is what these people are doing to their children without their consent. I don't know what else to say this. I say it every effing day and still not getting through your thick ass skull with your eyes that are weird.
Happened yet, or maybe it has and I just haven't heard about it, but like content creators have...
Sorry, I'm angry. I shouldn't be that angry about this, but I hate when they do this. They'll try to mobilize their like 9 million fans to come after people like us, but they'll never address the issues. They never address, well, maybe they're right. It is dangerous for my kids since I have been approached publicly a bunch of times. Maybe they're right a little bit. They don't want to because the money matters more.
Desensitize themselves so much. Like, just think about being a normal person. Like, I'm a normal person.
No, you're not.
I'm reading that shit about
You're not a normal person. No normal person drinks that much White Claw.
Self, which I don't even go on anymore, but like I still, like, people will send it to me. I'll get DMs about it. Like,
you do watch.
I still know what's on there. I mean, not specifically, but like I have a general idea, obviously. What I am worried about is people like that. Like, that is who I'm worried about. People who I don't know where their parents are. I don't know how they grew up, but I grew up without social media, and I grew up with parents that told me not to bully, and I grew up not commenting or DMing or saying mean things to other people.
Oh, yeah? Okay. What about mean things to your baby daddy that you and your best friend said all the time? I don't want this to be about my night, but that pissed me off that LoveMeg used that. One of the most egregious child exploiters on the internet today, one of the biggest, and you're going to use her as an example? You idiot. That just makes you look worse. I'm so angry. I'm sweating. So let's just kind of quickly go back that. And I'm not making this video because I'm scared to be canceled, because I know someday my shit will be shut down. It's the nature of it, right? But I will never regret anything I've ever done on this platform, especially when it comes to calling out child exploiters. Yeah, you guys call me misogynist. Oh, you make fun of their looks. Yeah, okay. They deserve it. Got it? If you exploit, which also can be translated into abuse, your children, give away their privacy, tell the internet about their medical history, show their feet, show their mouths, know with certainty that men are watching your young daughters and your young sons, and you still put that shit on the internet, you damn well deserve what I'm dishing out and way more. Because you are disgusting. Because you are not an example of a good parent. You are fake, you are vapid, you are narcissistic, you are selfish, and you do not deserve what you have. Because you built it off the back of children who cannot give informed consent. Thanks for bringing this up, though, LoveMeg. I appreciate it. Appreciate the chance to talk about it. Because apparently it's still not getting through some of your damn thick skulls. And would it for you too? If you're making $1 million on a platform shelling out your kids to Plutos, would you listen either? You know, be real about it. And a lot, you know what, the thing is, the truth is that lots have listened and have taken their kids down. So yeah, it does work. So those who have decided to keep their kids in this shit, what does that say about you? Money matters more, you bastards. Yeah, I hope YouTube looks at it. I hope YouTube looks at this video with her calling me a child R and that there are charges being brought against, which is an absolute and utter lie. So, let's see what happens, shall we? Take a deep breath. Dang. You done messed up, LoveMeg. Is that a cat? Oh, hi, Roni. So, sucks to be you, but you have no sympathy from me. Not after what you have done. Not after all the things that you have done. You do not deserve anybody's sympathy. And you're not even crying, your face is dirty. So go wash your face, go have a Coke and a smile. All right? You dish. Roni is destroying that chair behind me. It's leather too, so great. Anyway, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow.